Hello everyone and welcome back if you're returning. If this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, hello and welcome, and I really hope you do come back. So for those of you that have never seen one of my messages before, my name is Arlene. I'm a seer. I tap into past, present and future energy. I'm a psychic medium and a healer, and I'm an open channel for the divine. And right now on this channel you will find twin flame guidance and spiritual guidance, usually both combined in one message. So just trust if you found this channel for any reason at all. It could be for a reason. So just understand we found each other for a reason, and maybe I found you for a reason too, who knows. But anyway, thank you so much to everyone as always. And I started going through all your comments last night when I was up in bed. So if I haven't replied to you yet or acknowledged your comment, I will do that tonight. I'm going to try and get to them when I go to bed tonight and finish them off. Because I don't just want to go through them all and like them. I like to read them, and because I just love your comments, and all the comments last night about the meanings of your names. Wow, that was amazing when I was reading about all the different meanings of the names and things. I was like, wow, some amazing names out there. You know, the meanings of your names is just phenomenal. So I really loved that. That was such a nice thing to see in the comments today. So I've had a really busy day. As I've said to you a few weeks ago, between getting my retreats up and running this year, and I'm still looking at other venues for my retreats this year too, for other retreats, and also I'm getting my other part of my business, my healing part of my business set up, which is to do with the elderly and children and stuff like that. So I'm still trying to work on I'm still building my website and stuff, so there's a lot going on. And today I was just so tired. I would like type 2 emails and I'd sit back in my chair and go, oh, I need to just close my eyes for a moment. And I don't know if you guys have been feeling that as well. It's like, you know, you have a burst of energy and then it's just like, I need to rest for a bit. So I'm going to try and keep this message short, so let's get into it and see what comes through. Calling in heavenly ancestors, spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light. I call you in now for your love, your guidance, your blessings and protection throughout, as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. Please and thank you. Archangel Michael, can you please surround my children, my dog, my home, and myself in a golden bubble of God's protection at all times, as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. Can also request Archangel Michael, whoever watches this message online, you surround them, their loved ones, their home, and their pets in a golden bubble of God's protection also. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Metatron, can you please stabilise the connection between myself and Spirit, ensuring only clear and concise messages can come through for the Twin Flame Collective's highest and greatest good at all times. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Sending love, light and gratitude. And so it is. So let's clear the energy and set the intention. And to the lovely lady who left me a very annoyed comment telling me to stop using having a heavy cold as some sort of spiritual sign. I do not have a heavy cold, and if you watched last night's message, I started out fine and I became more and more congested as I connected to the masculine energy. And as soon as I closed out that session last night and cleared the energy, all the sniffles, the runny nose, everything stopped. So yes, I know you might think I'm using it as some sort of gimmick, but I can assure you these symptoms only happen to me. I don't burp, I don't sneeze, nothing until I start channeling. And it's only with certain masculines, and it actually happens a lot less than it used to, because it used to happen every 2 or 3 meshes. So thank you to the lovely lady who said I'm using my heavy cold. Stop using your heavy cold as if it's some sort of spiritual gimmick for your channel. Thank you, but it wasn't a gimmick, and I do not have a heavy cold. So let's get into this message. And I was too busy lamenting over last night's message to say I set the intention with this message to bring through the highest vibration of unconditional love and healing and blessings, channel straight through the cosmic heart of Venus. And so it is. So, or maybe I did say it, but I'm going to say it again. So let's do it. Let's see what's come through. Now, this is overall, I feel, for all the collective right now. Chaotic energy. I feel a lot of the masculines are dealing with chaotic energy. And you will be feeling this, divine feminines. And it'll be coming out in different ways, where you'll be feeling slightly confused. Like suddenly you're maybe something's coming back to you that happened 2 years ago, and you're still like, I never ever got the answer to that. I never even found out what that was. Or so something could be resurfacing. You could be having really emotional breakdowns out of nowhere. It feels like chaos, but there's something. It's almost like it's like a storm right now, and once the storm clears, peace will resume. So a lot of you will be feeling this chaotic energy, because I feel that a lot of the masculines are dealing with this chaotic energy right now. Now, I'm just hearing this love is about to fully bloom. So I feel this is a love that's taken a long time for the petals to fully open. It's like it's maybe been it's like a rosebud that's been sitting in water for a long time, and it's never really fully started to open, or the petals start to fall away. But I feel now slowly something start to blossom. Before I get some tarot, I'm going to just check in with the twin flame energies with this. This the cosmic twin flame energies, and then I'm going to get some moon energy and see what's coming in for that full moon. We'll obviously do a full moon closer to the 3rd of March, but I already feel there's something building here with that full moon eclipse in Virgo. You could be working on a creative project right now, because I feel whatever creative project you're working on, your person's saying you're doing the right thing. You're working on some sort of creative project, and it's helping to balance out the energies. Releasing the fear. So either the masculine's been told to release the fear, or you have to release the fear, divine feminine, that this person's never coming back, or, you know, and I know it could be happening to a lot of you right now, because as I say, there's something, it's almost like something that hasn't been fully recognized before, like something that, you know, you could have pushed down. It could have been that fear or something like that. You could, because I know since the 22nd of February, I'm been an emotional roller, since the 23rd, sorry. 22nd, the energy was so nice. And then the 23rd, I woke up and I was literally in tears as I woke up. So there was some sort of emotional purging started for me from the 23rd. And I feel this is something that's going on, but I know from my point of view, it's my masculine. It's my masculine side that's bringing me a lot of this emotional turbulence and chaos. So I definitely feel there's a lot going on for the masculine collective. So your higher selves could be feeling that. Okay, so let's check in with the twin flame energies, see what's going on before I pull some tarot. Let's see what's going on here for the twin flame energies, and I'll pull some messages from the masculine I'm connecting to here at the end as well. And a song, why not? And a song. So let's see. Tell me what wants to come through here, please, for this message. Right, okay. Twin flame energies, please, and thank you. Twin flame energies, thank you. I'll let a couple come out and then I'll see what they say. Twin flame energy right now. What's the twin flame energy right now? Twin flame energy right now. Thank you. Twin flame energies in the present. Twin flame energy in the present moment. And one more. I don't know why, fives are good right now. I don't know why I'm liking fives. Okay, so ancestral embrace. I receive the love and support of my ancestors at this time. Their love is driving through me like a mighty river. So for many of you, and for many of your masculines in particular, a lot of ancestor energy, and I picked up on that last night with that druid energy coming through. Oh, well, interesting. And the way the cards have come out is very interesting as well. So I'm going to take them in the order they fell on the table. But yes, there's something coming through here about the ancestors really pushing the masculines to step into their power, step into their strength, and step away, because I feel a lot of the chaotic energies is like the karmic's last ditch attempt to hold on to the masculines. You know, like the masculines are climbing up the rope ladder and the karmics are grabbing their ankles and yanking them back down. I do feel that's kind of the simulation I'm seeing in my mind right now. So the masculines are really emotional because they realise that they've lost someone really important to them, and then they've got the fear that they might not get you back. And at the same time, they're trying to also move out of situations, complicated situations, to try and figure out how they're going to get back to you. So I feel that's really playing out right now. So the first card that landed on the table was the Cosmic Bloom. My love expands beyond all boundaries, embracing the vastness of the cosmos and all beings within it. So isn't that strange? I just got the word bloom a moment ago about that flower blooming, and then that was the first card on the table. So there's something here really starting to grow and evolve and bloom here for this connection. So, you know, you'll be feeling that, and maybe I feel last night there's a card come out. Sorry, there's my burp started. That lady will be very annoyed. She'll be saying I'm using my burps as a gimmick. When there's like last night I brought through a card that said Sacred Pause, and I feel that Four of Swords energy, because today I kept on getting the Four of Swords coming through. So I feel there's a sacred pause, and if you feel quite disconnected right now from your guys, from your masculine, I feel for many of there's a sacred pause there, because in the stillness, this is when you're probably purging out the last fragments of like fear and doubt and resentment and anything. It's like before you meet your masculine, you have to get all that out of your system, because you don't want to see them again and just, you know, walk up and slap them. You know, what took you so long? So you have to get all that out your system and deal with it. You know, like purge out your system so that when you meet your masculine again in the physical, it's a natural connection where there's no more anger, there's no more resentment, there's no more hurt, there's no more pain. It has to be pulled out your system. And today, every time I got emotional, I was just saying what was on my mind. And then I would put my hands out like this and I would say, I release all negativity from my body and transmute it to the white light of God. And I would picture all kind of any sort of negative energy coming out of my fingertips and just sending it into the ground as pure white light. And that is a good practice to do, just to release, put your hands out to the side and just release it back into the ground, but transmute it as it comes out. Oh, and which just reminds me, I had Merlin was in one of my dreams this morning before I woke up. So so that was interesting. I'll tell you more about that in tomorrow night's message, because I'll try and do a message with him. But yeah, that's a really good way to release some of it as well. So it says, the mountain view. From atop my own mountain, I see the vastness of love and embrace its endless possibilities. So the mountain is ascension energy, and the fact that this is two people now standing on top of the mountain, they're seeing the vastness, they're seeing the possibility, makes me think that this cosmic bloom is what I was feeling. The rose is finally starting to bloom, the flower's starting to open, the petals are starting to fall away, because this someone's heart chakra is finally letting love in, and they're now standing at the mountain top with you. So, and then we got the seed of potential. I plant the seeds of love with faith and nourish them with love. And nurture them with love, sorry. So this is like that Seven of Pentacles. Everything you've done up to now has been seeds that have been well planted and who've helped you and your masculine to grow and evolve and keep moving forward on your journey. And right behind that we have the butterfly dance. I fly with the wings of love, unbound by all limitations and open to the new horizons. So something you did here is help to create this transformative energy in your masculine. So you saw that. Has helped to transform your masculine in some way and help them to open up their heart space. And the Dreamtime River. I embark on the river of my subconscious, trusting the flow to guide me to all my hidden treasures. So again, this is just surrender. And it's the hardest thing to do, because we're naturally prone to want to know what's going to happen. We're naturally prone to want to know everything. But when this card comes out, it's like the Six of Swords. I feel that you're both being guided to calmer waters now, and it's just, I just feel you're both, if you follow the flow of the river, follow the flow of the divine, it can only lead you back to each other. Ultimately, it can only lead you back to each other. So let me pull a few tarot and see what was to come through. Okay. Can you give me the overall energy for today, please, for the twin flames? Tell me what's coming through here from this person here, this masculine I'm picking up on. Well, I did not expect those two to come out straight off the bat. So this is all about love. Not just love between you and your person, but love for yourself. And I feel the Hierophant is all about some sort of lesson being learned, but also it's about commitment, about love, about commitment to yourself as well. But it's also a blessing. So I feel this is a lesson in love that's been learned, and a lesson about self-love as well. And we saw that seed well planted. So, you know, I mean, the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups. You could just stop the reading right there, couldn't you? It's just like, I just feel like you and this masculine has learned a huge lesson about love and about its potential. Its potential to change your entire world, change your entire perspective, change your entire being and your entire journey in this lifetime. And you know, a few years ago someone had said to me, love is a game changer. Love will be the thing that changes your entire life and aligns you with a really peaceful, harmonious, joyous time in your life. And probably I was a bit cynical back then. You know, I'd had 2 failed marriages. I was a single parent, and I probably have laughed at them and went, no, love has got me into a lot of trouble. Love has got me into really toxic situations. But now I get it. Love really is the superpower. Love really is the only thing that can change your life. It's not the material stuff. It's not money. It's not gold. Nothing. It's love. And the more you feel it, the more you give it. It's the only thing in the world that's free. So you can be so generous with it. You can give as much of it away as you want. It's endless, it's limitless. And the amount you receive back will be 10 times more. So just remember that. And the Hanged Man. So Pisces energy now. I know there's definitely a lot of Pisces energy around right now as well. So Taurus and Pisces energy. So why do we have the Hanged Man here? And there's the Six of Swords. And remember, we got the mountaintop, and you're seeing things from a different perspective. And the Six of Swords are going with the flow towards a peaceful, harmonious place. So these cards are just kind of repeating what came through in the main twin flame cosmic energies. So this is someone who's seeing things from a different perspective, and they're seeing now where love can truly take them in life. That's what I feel. Tell me about this person that's seeing the benefits of love. Oh, the High Priestess. So someone who's, again, more Pisces energy, someone who is feeling really connected to their intuition, really connected to their gifts. But this person's now seeing what you have been seeing for a long time. I feel that. So tell me a bit more about this person here. Knight of Wands. So this person could be a fire sign. But that's just someone who is preparing to do what must be done. I mean, I always see the Knight of Wands to do what must be done. Page of Cups. They know they have to, and you know, I was speaking to someone about this. Was it today? I can't remember what day it was, but I was saying that that's the whole disconnect, because the masculines know they have to come in vulnerable, and that is something that takes them a long time to truly get a good grasp on. So whoever this is, I feel they're in action mode. You know, they're in, you know, when you see people pump up their Nikes with the pump. I remember, was it in the 90s, people were buying the Nike trainers with a pump on it, and you'd see them pump up their trainers before they left the house. This is someone who's getting their Nike pump on. And they're ready to take action, but it's because they know they have to do something here. They know they have to speak their truth. They know they have to come in with some sort of apology. So can you tell me what was one of the main blocks for this connection? Oh, so just Seven of Wands. Someone who was very defensive. Again, just what I was saying, it's for most of the masculines, they are defensive of letting their guard down, letting you into their heart space. But also this was someone who was not willing to back down. I get a kind of stubborn energy as well. Tell me a bit more, please. So King of Pentacles. So this could have been someone who was more focused on work, financial gain. Five of Cups. But whatever it was from the past, they regret it. And you could be feeling this person's emotions right now. As I say, a lot of the emotions I'm transmuting for the masculine is heavy sadness and loss and grief. And it's, you know, when right back at the start of your twin flame journey, when you first met your twin and you had that moment of elatedness and happiness and joy, and then you get pulled apart for whatever reason. And if you remember how much you probably cried in that first stage when you first separated, I mean, I thought I was going to have to, you know, purchase a wader, some waders and a wetsuit, because I cried so much. I thought it was going to flood my entire house. That's what I'm feeling. And that's what I can compare it to, the non-stop tears and feeling like you've lost part of yourself. And I'm feeling that come through with the masculine. They feel that they've lost part of themselves. So for me, that's a good sign. That means they're being pushed to realise. They're being pushed to realise the extent of this journey with you. So tell me about this King of Pentacles now. Tell me about this King of Pentacles energy for the masculines. Okay, so at the start, I always cover this because she's topless, but yeah, the star. So your person could be an Aquarius, but look at that, double wish fulfillment. And right behind that is the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. So that just shows me the masculines are now grieving the loss of you, because they realise that you are the person that they've wanted all along. They realised you were the person that they've been searching their whole life for. And now they feel they've lost it. They feel like they've lost the one thing, the one person that they've been wishing for, because through some sort of ending. So, okay. And the King of Cups. Now this came out last night, the exact same. King of Cups, Knight of Cups, and that came through last night. Both these cards came out together last night. So a lot of these masculines, as I say, they're highly emotional. They're irrational with their thinking right now, because I feel a lot of chaotic energy, like tower moments and chaos. Yes, see? They're going through it. Sorry, there's a little speck on my phone. It's really bugging me. They're going through this really intense awakening process. And even if some of them have been awakened for, like, for example, if you think that your masculine was spiritually awakened 2 years ago, I feel they're really going through it now. a lot of the masculines are going through a really fast ascension, and it's a lot of chaos and turmoil. It really is a lot for them to deal with, because I feel it. And if you're really connected to your masculine, you'll be feeling it too. I feel they're making a decision as well about their circumstances. So, yeah, 9 of Pentacles in the Chariot. I feel a lot of them are working on some sort of plan of action here to be able to move back towards you, to be able to travel towards you. With this 9 of Pentacles, you know, they want to be single, but they want to be able to offer you something. They want to be able to offer you something tangible. Yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness. The 2 and 3 of Cups. For a lot of them, that's why they're highly emotional, because they know that in order to win you back and to truly get their divine feminine back in their life, or to get back into your life, they have to come forward with a really solid offer, and one that is going to really be enough to bring you back together here. They know that they have to come towards you ready, prepared, stable, just ready to offer you something tangible for the future. Yeah, look at that. Just as I said it, 10 of friggin' Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles in the bottom. So they know that, you know, a small offer is going to lead to a bigger future. And the King of Wands right behind that. So that, again, that's that action energy. But there's the 4 of Swords. And that's what the masculines have been in, that 4 of Swords. They're going through a really intense time, is what I feel. So, look, can I just see, can you give me a card of what this full moon eclipse is bringing in here for the masculines of the Twin Flame Collective? Tell me about this full moon eclipse on the 3rd of March. Whoa, 3 cards come out. 4 cards come out. Oh, wow. Look at that. Seriously, this is what the full moon eclipse is going to bring, the energy of the masculines. Ace of Pentacles, ready to offer a new beginning. The Lovers, for this divine connection. A solid offer. Now this Knight of Coins is in gold. Golden energy, but gold is solid, and you can trust something that's pure gold. You can trust it. It's not going to corrode. It's not going to rust. It's a good offer. And the Temperance, an angelically led offer of some kind from the masculine, but also this is divine union, and this is reunion energy. A chance to heal and balance things out. So, well, let's get a message from, I've got some moon messages here, so let me see what messages are coming through from the moon. And I always feel this is more divine feminine energy for obvious reasons, because it's coming through from the moon. I just split the deck on the Ace of Pentacles again, because I just gathered them all up into a big bundle, and I split the deck, and that's what came through. So let me get a moon message, and I'm going to get a song and a message from your person. What time are we on? Not too bad at all. So I have a really busy day planned tomorrow, so I will do my best to go on tomorrow night if I haven't conked out and fallen asleep. So let me see. Can I get some messages here for this twin flame connection, and for the divine masculine and feminine? Some messages coming through from the moon. Tell me what the moon frequencies are sending through messages for the twin flames at this time. And one more please. Let's get one more. Thank you. On the bottom of the deck, Pinnacle, divine nature, the true destiny, purifying and cleansing. So I do feel this is happening right now. That's why I was telling you about the purging, the purifying. you know, emotions coming up that you don't understand why they're coming up again. You're like, I dealt with this 2-3 years ago, so why am I feeling that way again? So let's see what else has come out here. So electric, the influx of great energy, letting loose, tsunami. Now, look at the golden energy here. I just keep on feeling that golden energy. But also I said the storm's coming, but for good reasons. It's like a tsunami that has to happen. It has to like charge through all of that negativity and anything that's blocking the path forward here. Because there's been timeline shifts already happened in the last 40 hours, but there's another big one coming up. And I feel that you have to be prepared for this. So forging a path, moving headway, moving quickly, and leadership positions. So this is your masculines. They're having to step up now. They're having to step up into their leader roles. And the divine feminine's already there. You're already doing your leadership role. You're already taking the reins and, you know, you're full steam ahead with your businesses, your healing businesses, your channels, whatever you're doing. It's now the masculine's turn to step up and lead. You've been holding down the fort. When you look at when during the war and stuff like that, it was the women who were really the backbone of the war effort. They literally kept the home fires burning while their poor husbands and sons and brothers and partners were off. That's another story. But it was the women who kept everything running at home, doing the jobs that men said they couldn't do, and you know, running the home and stuff like that. So, and this isn't about man and woman, but I just feel that I feel right now it's a bit like that. The divine feminine has been encouraged to do everything on their own, hold the fort, keep the home fires burning, holding space with their masculine, keeping their heart open to their masculine returning, but moving on and doing both masculine and feminine roles. But the masculines have to now step up and lead and give the divine feminines a little bit of a day off, a little time to sit down and actually have a rest and smell the roses. So I feel the masculines are getting told, you know, you have to step up here. And although it's going to be a balance where you're both going to be helping each other, the masculines really need to take some of the pressure off the divine feminines, and I feel that's what they're being called to do. So reflection, contemplate the next move, observing before taking action. Now that Four of Swords, again, the masculines are contemplating. They're going through this chaos, they're clearing away all that chaos in their life, they're going through the emotional storm, and now they're contemplating, what next? So enduring, coming through the hardships with support, inner strength shining through. So there we go. In that Four of Swords, they're thinking of their next move, but they're letting their strength come through. And it's you that gives them strength. You are the inspiration for them to have that strength. Full circle. Oh my goodness. Coming to completion. The past is now the present. And time to begin again. So look at that. How's that for a sequence of cards? And I didn't even read those cards. I was just picking them up off the table, and I've just picked them up in a perfect sequence there. It's time to begin again. It's a full circle moment. Wow. Incredible. So I want to get some messages here from the masculine, and this could be where we'll find out a bit more about what's going on in the masculine's mind, but also what was really the main crux of the situation. So let's see. And it's funny whenever I say crux now, because obviously the crux is what Jesus was crucified on. He was crucified on a crux. And whenever I think about the word crux now, it just makes me think of Yeshua. So let's see. Okay. my family won't accept you, it makes it harder for us to be together. So there was definitely, could have been family interference here. For some of you, your masculine's family made them turn away from you, they didn't think you were good enough for them, or something like that. When I feel sad, I just think of your eyes and your smile with so much love for me. And this person, these masculines who I'm picking up on lately, they are feeling a lot of sadness. So I feel they're holding on to moments where you have given them love and support. They're holding on to that. So let's see. What else does the masculine collective want to say right now? I know you are my twin flame or my soulmate. 9 out of 10 times it's both. I know you are my twin flame, so they're aware now of them being on a spiritual journey with you. Will you be mine forever? So this is why I feel they're coming in here to claim their divine feminine. You know, like they're coming in that warrior energy, and they're like, oh, coming in to claim my woman or my man, whoever you are. I messed up big time. Will you allow me to make it up to you? And that's what I felt with the Page of Cups, the Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups. This is someone who's rushing in now to try and make amends somehow. Either charging in, as I say, to get their man or get their woman. Just whatever energy you're in. So you shine brighter than any of the stars in the sky. Now it's so strange. I should have said at the start, but when I first opened out this message, I saw a really bright star in the sky. And I was going to, I got distracted because I was going to say maybe to do with Sirius. But now that's coming through, it was maybe to do with this person sees you as this really bright star. So let's see. Give me another couple of messages. Oh, thank you. I lied about being single. I wish I was. So this person might have not, for some of you, your person may not have been honest about being single. They could have been seeing other people as when they were seeing you, or they could have been in another relationship. I pushed you away so I didn't need to face my demons. So this is someone who knew that you were right, but didn't want you to know that you were right. That's just come through there. That's something that's just come to me. This person saying, I knew you were right, but I didn't want you to know that you were right. So they purposely, something you could have said to this person, they knew you were making sense and they knew you were speaking the truth, but they didn't want you to know that they agreed with you or believed it or something like that. So let's see. I will be free to pursue you soon. So this person, remember we saw that 9 of Pentacles, this person's trying to get, we saw the 9 of Pentacles in the Chariot, this person's trying to get single so they can return to you, I feel. Okay. Oh, trying to get this one off the table. You're the catalyst for my spiritual awakening. So there we go. So I've got 10 messages out here. Let me get one more and that will make it a nice even 11. A nice even 11, which is an odd number. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, my karmic ex wouldn't let me go. So this person definitely could have had a family with someone. So like it could have been a case of not just their family, but their kids with someone else could have not approved of you or something. So like if they had older children or kids, they could have had a karmic ex who was manipulating the kids or something. I'm going through a spiritual awakening right now. Please be patient with me. So you were the catalyst for my spiritual awakening, followed by I'm going through my spiritual awakening and my karmic ex wouldn't let me go. And let's split the deck. I lied when I said I did not love you because I do. So maybe you said to this person, I know you love me. And they knew you were right. They knew that you knew they loved you, but they didn't want to admit that it was true. Too much drama and chaos going on around me. I'm trying to protect you from this. Can you forgive the past and start over with me? So there is some sort of chaos and drama unfolding in the masculine's life. But they're just, I feel they're not returning to you until they're fully able to give to this connection. But you saw what's coming through for the masculines for the full moon on the 3rd of March. So let's get a song. Let's get a couple of songs. What time are we on? 39 minutes. Okay. Oh, this one wants to come out. Open your heart. So let's see. Oh, This Is It by Danny Minogue. I'll Be There For You by Bon Jovi. And one more. Let's get one more. Promise Me and Coming Around Again by Carly Simon. So someone wants a second chance with you. This could be someone that things did not go well with before, but they have changed and want to do the right thing by you this time. And I told you there's something about making amends. Open Your Heart by Madonna. Open your heart to love someone who adores you and wants you. To know you hold the key to their heart, but yours needs to be open too. So this is just saying someone wants to open their heart to you. You have the key to their heart, but your heart needs to be open to receive their love back. That's what that card means. This Is It by Danny Minogue. If you have been wondering if this connection is real and the feelings are genuine, then this card is here to let you know this is a real thing. It's true love. So I'll Be There For You by Bon Jovi. If someone from your past was not there for you when you needed them, they are about to return to you and give you all the love and support you truly deserve. And this last card, Promise Me by Beverly Craven. You could be about to give up on someone from your past due to lack of communication, but this person wants you to know they are on their way back to you now. So that's what I have for you. And as always, it's been a pleasure to bring this message through. And I hope you're all doing really, really well. So let's close out in prayer. God bless you, your home, your family and your pets. And God bless your union to come in with your special person very soon. Dearest everlasting Father, as we all move on with our day or night, wherever we are in the world, would you go ahead of us, dwell within us, shine through us, and bless all those who cross our path. God of hope, would you fill us to overflowing today with all joy and peace by the power of your Holy Spirit. Amen. Take care, everyone, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Namaste.